Hello, my name is Monica Dietz, and I'm going to show you what resources we have for standards-based grading so you can consider that when you're making your decision about this for next year. We're going to use this SBG draft folder. This is what the schools that participated in the pilot used this year. However, next year we will have this in Google, but also have it in the Digital Academy. I'll start with kindergarten. So if you're a kindergarten teacher, we click on this folder and we teach all of the standards and standards-based grading. There is a priority put on our priority standards though. The priority standards were completed with the Office of Education and also a large sampling of teachers and principals, about 100 of them throughout the diocese. So, and that's for every grade. But here are the kindergarten priority standards. We click on those. Like I said, we teach all of them, but we spend the most time assessing and teaching the standards that are priority. There are about 10 to 15 priority standards for each subject. So this is kindergarten math, shows the priority standards. This is kindergarten ELA. And then in K1 and 2, we also have priority standards for science and social studies. The nice thing about using this Excel document is you could put each student's name here, okay? And then you can make notes when you assess them, okay? And you don't have to do that, but some of my teachers have liked to do that. So there you have your list of priority standards. Also within this, we have proficiency scales for each priority standard. So I'm just going to click on one. Here's K Math. Then you go here, and here is a proficiency scale for kindergarten geometry standard 4. So this is the standard. And then 3.0 is the target content. That is the goal for all students to master this. And what it does is it says exactly what mastery looks like, okay? And we just took that from the standard. We also provide 2.0 content, which is prerequisite content, and that is for students who are not at the 3.0 level, but they need some remedial work. You can do that. And then we have, if a student they come in already knowing the 3.0 content, we want to provide them some enrichment, or if they learn the 3.0 content quickly, we go right up here to the 4.0. 4.0 is not the goal, 3.0 is the goal, but it also just gives us an opportunity to differentiate in our classroom. And many of these have sample activities to help you assess whether the student is at a 2 or a 3, and you can see there are links. So you can go in, click on the link, and the activity is right there for you. And I'd like to make note that you still keep the same exact curriculum. This is just a guide to help you assess your students' mastery. We're not asking you to teach differently, really. All right. We also have these parent PDFs, so I'll choose the same one. It is the exact same, except for it doesn't show the sample activities. One reason teachers like this is because they can take it to a conference and explain to a parent where their student is. So you go through the quarter, and like I said, you teach all of the standards. You put an extra emphasis on the priority standards. You use the proficiency scales. These are really like the meat, the most important part of this. And then you go back, we're going to go back to kindergarten, and then there's the report card, and I'll show you an example of what the report card looks like. And we've adapted it a bit for next year based on the feedback teachers gave us, but it just gives the general information, then it explains what these are. We only report out to level 3 because we don't want people to think 4 is the goal, but our scales do have up to 4. And then these are the standards right here. Some of them are worded a little like we used less words on the report card than's in the actual standards, but then you report on it here. And so that is an example. I can maybe lower this to give you an example of what it looks like. And you can print this off of Google. We have a PDF of it you can use. Or if you use a grading system like Digital Academy or GradeLink, we can get it uploaded to your system. One other thing I'd like to make note is because in standards-based grading, you're really looking at mastery, you actually don't report on students like achievement and our students' behavior in the math and reading. So we have these work habits here that you can report that information, and we also have social and emotional skills, right here. And these came from the social and emotional standards as well. And so you report in that area on that. And then there's also a spot for you to put all your additional courses that you take, whether you call them specials, whatever you call them, you can report that there. And this is pretty easy to print off of Google. I can show you. You just click File, Print, and then see this actually goes, we changed it recently. This goes on the second page, but all I need to do is click Edit and bring this line down, and then it will be fine. There you go. So I'm available to talk if you would like more information, but really there's a focus on priority standards. We have proficiency scales that show what mastery is, and then the report card follows along with all of that. Really quickly, we also have form letters to talk to your parents about this. If you want to send those, we have a lot of resources. We're going to have a PD, and we'll have regular meetings next year to help everyone understand the process as well. I hope you have a great day. I can just click quickly like on second grade to give you an idea. Second grade proficiency scales look very similar. You will notice like sometimes we don't have an activity, but we're going to be making those this summer, so you don't need to stress about that. Here's the report card, and this is it in the PDF, so if you wanted to do it that way. And then down here you put all your extra courses here. Here's the work habits, here's the social emotional skills, and then a spot for you to give notes to your teacher. But feel free to reach out to me. My email address is mdietz@dioceseofcleveland.org. Right there, that's my email address if you need to contact me. Thank you so much.